What did they say to you?
Hello.
They said hello. They did say hello. Very good. So our presentation is on Spain. The language of Spain is mainly Spanish. The map of Spain. Spain is located in Europe and borders France and Portugal. If you look over here on this map, the main part of Spain is located in Madrid, or Madrid is located in that part of Spain. The flag of Spain, the Spanish flag, is red and yellow with their coat of arms in the center. Half of the center is a lion on its back paws with a crown on its head. The other half is a Spanish castle with a crown on top of the circle. The capital of Spain is Madrid. Running of the bulls. They celebrate the running of the bulls. Who knows what consists of the running of the bulls?
Bullfighting.
Well, it leads to that.
Where people have this red flag and they like trick the bulls, and when the bulls will like run after them and then they'll move the flag, it's like a tradition or something like that.
Well, you're close. You're talking more about the bullfighting, or in the
Like I mean, like the red flag where the bulls get mad at the red and they chase after it. Man.
It's like they unleash a bunch of bulls and they have to run away from them.
Right. The bulls are corralled. They go from, they block off all the streets. The people take off first, and the bulls run after them. What happens if the bulls was to catch up with them?
They're gonna get stomped on.
Stampede!
They're going to get hurt really bad, or some of
their
them
horns.
do
They're gonna get
die. The Fiesta of San Fermin are celebrated in Urania and Pamplona in the region of Navarra. Every year from the 6th to the 14th of July, they have become internationally known because of the running of the bulls, where the bulls are led through the streets of the old quarters as far as the bull ring by the runners. The Encierro, the running of the bulls, is the event at the heart of the San Fermines and makes the Fiesta a spectacle that would be unimaginable in any other place in the world. It was born from need, getting the bulls from the outside of the city into the bull ring. The Encierro takes place from July 7th to the 14th and starts at the corral in Cala Centeno Domingo when the clock on the church of the San Serena strikes 8 o'clock in the morning. After the launching of the two rockets, the bulls charge behind the runners for 825 meters, the distance between the corral and the bull ring. The run usually lasts between 3 and 4 minutes, although it has sometimes taken over 10 minutes, especially if one of the bulls have been isolated from his companion.
What's that mean?
That means if they have been taken away from their mate or from their wife, because he wants to make sure he gets real close to her. Animals in Spain are the wolves, wild goats, and the deer. Do we have any of these?
Yes.
What do we have?
We have deer.
We have deer. We have wolves.
We have
We may not have many wild goats. We have more of farm animal goats, ones that are behind our houses. And, yes.
When I went hiking with my brother and my cousin, we found a wild goat. It was like wandering around in like the hill we lived on the side of it. It was wandering line and it would follow us around. It looked like it had the horns like that.
And a lot of the wild goats are mainly like in Colorado in the mountains. Okay, things like that. The popular foods of Spain are pala, it's a Spanish rice dish, tortilla español, which is a Spanish omelet, gazpacho, which is a cold tomato soup. Have y'all ever eaten tomato soup cold?
Yes.
Have you?
Yeah.
And a pescada, which is a fried fish. What kind of fish do we fry here? Catfish. We fry catfish. That's right.
Or manners.
So where do we eat this kind of food at in town?
Long John Silver's?
Well,
The fish.
well, they have fried fish, but I don't think it's this kind.
Fiesta place?
Fiesta Place and Trace Romano. All right. Bullfighting is one of the celebrations that they have. This is what a bullfighter is called a matador. This is what a matador would wear. They always wear something very colorful. This is their cape. It has red on one side and yellow on the other side. But do you really think the red is what infuriates the bulls?
Yeah.
Animals are mostly what?
Colorblind.
They're mostly colorblind. So this color to them looks like this color.
And that color.
They all look the same. So what really makes a bull mad is when the matador swishes his cape. Why do you think that would make a bull mad?
Because it would keep seeing red and yellow, because when it sees the other side, it will see red, and when it sees the red side, it will see yellow.
Well, when you're swishing something in front of somebody really close or something really close, they don't know what it is, so it makes them really, really mad. All right, where's my bulls? Come on, my bulls. Side to side. You cannot keep your hat on. Swish it from side to side. All right, my bulls. Go, run. You're supposed to run through it. All right. Thank you, my bulls. Sit down. But if a matador holds this close to their body, what's going to happen, Jenny?
They're gonna get hit.
The bull's going to spear them.
Rail.
Right. So that's why he holds it out far away from his body. And he turns to the side. There you go. Bullfighting is a practice today that involves professional toros, of whom most seniors who actually kill the bulls, and they are called a matador. So usually by the time the end of the bullfight, hopefully the bull is the one that is executed. Who executes various informal moves which have a meaning or at least a name according to the bullfighter's style or school. So the matadors have to go to school to learn how to do all this stuff. It's not just anyone can go out and be a bullfighter. The music in Spain, Kelsey, this is what the little children will wear during festival time, the little girls. The women will wear dresses like up in the corner, the right-hand corner. They're more flamboyant and they're more colorful. The flamenco is a form of a Spanish folk music that has guitar playing and dancing with fans. They also have the clappers. Have you seen them?
Yeah, they're like clams. They look like clams.
The zarzuela, a Spanish form of opera, popular and folk music occur throughout Spain. The secular, lyric, dramatic genre of music allegedly derived from the Palacio de la Zurl near Madrid when it was presented as a type of entertainment to the court. Thank you, Miss Kelsey. The money in Spain, the Spanish money is called a euro. The euro is the second largest reserve currency as well as the second most traded currency in the world after the United States dollar. 1 euro equals $1.09 in U.S. dollars. What do you think the most popular sport in Spain is? What is it?
Soccer.
It's soccer. We call it soccer in the United States, but what do they call it?
Football.
Football. Very good. You're the first one that's called it football.
Yeah,
It is called football. Instead of F-O-O-T, it's F-U-T. Football. And they play it like we play soccer. They don't play our American football. They play like we play soccer.
and soccer is football.
Sit up, Jesse.
Do they call football soccer then?
The climate in Spain, there are 3 different climate zones in Spain due to its large size. Visitors can generally expect a Mediterranean climate characterized by hot, dry summers and mild, rainy winters. The vast central plateau, or the Mesta, has a more continental influenced climate with hot, dry summers and cold winters. So which one would we be classified as? What climate, though? Would it be hot, dry summers and mild, rainy winters, or hot, dry summers and cold winters?
Hot, dry summers and cold winters.
Cold winters, that's right. In the Spanish holidays, is called Picasa. In the plural, refers to the yearly period from December 24 to January 6. What happens within that time in here? What happens? What holidays do we have? Tyler?
Christmas, New Year's Eve, and New Year's Day.
And Christmas Eve. Right. Spain's Christmas time, or Navidad, is in Spanish. Christmas in Spain is a time of Christmas carols, decorations, festive streets lighting, joy, and a festive atmosphere, religious or secular, made evident by the smiles on the faces of people as they look around town for the gifts for their loved ones. So they go shopping just like we do to get gifts for our family. Epiphany is January 6th. They don't get their presents on December 25th. Santa doesn't come to them. Which is, Epiphany is January 6th, which is 12 days after Christmas in the Georgian calendar. Marks not only the end of Christmas holiday, but also the start of carnival season, which climaxes with Mardi Gras. Who else celebrates Mardi Gras?
The Russians?
What?
The Russians?
It's in the United States. There's a city in the United States. What is it, Tyler? What? No. What is it? What is it? Louisiana's the state, but what city? What is it? New Orleans. It's New Orleans, right. All right. Day de los Reyes Magos in the Latin American celebration of Epiphany. In many Latin American countries, it is the three wise men and not Santa Claus who brings gifts for the children. Children write letters to the wise men telling them how good they were and what gifts they want. In France, Les Jours des Roses, the Day of the Kings, sometimes called the Fête des Roses, is celebrated with parties for children and adults. The Galette de Rose, or the Cake of Kings, highlights these celebrations. This cake is round and flat, cut in the pantry, covered with a white napkin, and carried into the dining room. You all have any questions?
About the bullfighters.
And?
What do they have to, like, you know how you said the Clola blonde? And they want to stay in the part where they want to stay, where the bulls want to stay close to their loft. Why do they want to stay so close to them?
Because they separate them into two different corrals so that they can make the bulls are natural.